music, but you tear me to pieces. So where does it come from? The scene that keeps playing on repeat ignores the rule of thumb. Oh, where does it come from? Oh, where?
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or a big welcome if this is your first time here. My name is Kim. This is Cleaning with Kim, where we show you the real, the raw, and the ugly. In today's video, my house was a complete disaster per usual, and we have a ton of laundry to fold and put away. So if your house looks like mine, or you just need that real raw cleaning motivation, you are definitely in the right spot. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you a complete overview of everything that we're working on today. As usual, if this is your first time here, like I said, my name is Kim. I am a stay-at-home mom to 3 of my babies. My oldest, Emma, is 13. I homeschool her. Ella is 3, soon to be 4, and Mason is 1, soon to be 2. I have my hands full around here. I do everything, literally, top to bottom, inside and out. It is me that does it all. So if you are in the same boat, I get you, let's be friends. But no, seriously, it becomes a serious chore, and I feel overwhelmed all the time. I feel like I'm failing all of the time. And I just feel like it's good for someone to be out here telling it like it is, and showing the real messes, mentally and physically, all of the things. So if that sounds like your jam, I am here for you almost every single week. I know I've been slacking a little bit, guys. I do apologize about that, and I will get into all that a little bit later. But I'm really glad I was able to get this video uploaded for you. But all that put aside, let's be friends and let's get this done together. So if that sounds like your jam, go ahead and hit that subscribe and the bell. It's completely free. It's just going to let you know every time that I upload a video. So we're going to go ahead and start in the kitchen. Fair warning, if you are new here, if you see an outfit change, that means it's a different day, because I am not Superwoman and I could not do all of the things like most of these cleaning channels can do. When I tell you it is as real as it gets over here, it is as real as it gets. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to clean anything up for you guys before I turn on the camera. As much hate as it brings my way, I will not do that, because I know that I wish that I would have had a channel like this to see, to encourage me and inspire me and motivate me to get up and do the thing together. And that's really the whole reason I started this channel, because I am obsessed with cleaning videos. Ever since they came out, I was like, yes, I love this. And I do have my favorites that maybe their homes don't look exactly like mine. But not gonna lie, at the end of the day, I was kind of feeling a little defeated after watching one of those videos, because I'm like, wow, their house is really beautiful and in order, and their mess does not look like my mess. And that's not saying that all of our messes are going to look the same. Something I preach around here all the time is that our lives are different. They all run differently. They all look differently. So of course our homes are going to look differently. What I might consider a mess, you might not consider a mess. Your house might be so much cleaner than mine. And we're all going to look at things from a different perspective depending on how our lives go. And y'all know I preach about that all the time. So my main motto is just do what you can and give yourself grace for the rest of it. Know that you are awesome. You are doing an amazing job. I know this for a fact because you're here. You clicked on this video. You want to get that cleaning motivation. So you're already ahead of the game. So just know you are doing amazing already right now. No matter where you're sitting or standing or whatever you're doing, you are doing amazing. And I want you to really believe that. Go look in the mirror and say, I am doing amazing. I'm an amazing woman. I'm an amazing mother, whatever you are. I know that some of you don't have kids. Some of you are empty nesters, wherever you're at in life. But that all goes back to our lives are going to look and run differently. So just wherever you're at, let's meet you where you are and let's get it done together. It's nothing to be ashamed of. But even though, it's so funny, I'm totally going off the beaten path here. But if I host like a family party or something like that, I am the crazy person that's like, no one can see a crumb on the floor. Like, go, go, go. Like, I'm scrubbing the baseboards and like cleaning out the couches, like, you know, making my bed, like places that people are not even going to look. I am that person when people come over. But then I can hop on here and show thousands of you of my horrid house and be like, yeah, this is normal. This is what we do. I just find that so funny because I'm totally like that when we have company. I'm like, no one can see the house a mess, even though I show it to thousands of people online. Anyway, I just thought I would share that with you about how crazy I am. So we're going to go ahead and get these dishes done. And then it will be the next day because actually when I filmed this part, this was, I believe, right after my Aldi haul. If you missed my Aldi haul, that was my last video. I will link it down in the description box. I always try to link my latest video in the description box with every video. So whatever video you're watching, go to the description box. And if you don't want to go back to my channel, and you can just click the link from there if you missed the previous one. But I will go ahead and link it down there as usual, so y'all can go check that out. I am still totally blown away by Aldi. I was actually there this morning just because like I can't stay away now. I'm just amazed. Like it's still blowing my mind, and it's like a week later. So I just, if you go to Aldi, y'all let me know. I know a lot of people in the comments before were like, yes, we shop at Aldi all the time, but some of you have one near you and have never went. I have been so excited since I saw the sign be put up on the big building, and we have just been counting down the days for them to open. And so I'm just super pumped that they're open now. But yeah, I totally lost my train of thought. I think, oh yeah, that's right. I think this was after we got back from my first time at Aldi, after I finished filming that part of the video. I think, I don't know, maybe not. Either way, this was at night. This was like nighttime. And so I didn't have too much time. We actually were, my husband was going to pick up dinner. And so I was just trying to get the kitchen clean really fast before he got back home. And then we were all going to eat dinner. And then it was going to be bedtime routine, bath, all of those things, and then going to bed. And so this was all I was able to get done for this day. My living room wasn't too horrible, but it wasn't clean, if I'm being completely honest. But I did what I could. And I try to give myself grace for the rest of it. Y'all, I preach it all the time, and I know I need to follow it. So maybe the more I say it, the more I will probably try to follow it. But anyway, I have babbled on long enough. We're going to finish up this kitchen, and then the next thing you will see is my disastrous living room. And it's really realistic because my toddlers were totally out of control and fighting and crying and screaming, and we still got to get it done. And so I kind of put all of that in there. So see you once we get to the living room.
I'm wondering how many men that you trapped and dumped in the ocean. I wish that I could understand why I had this stupid crush. The girl next door is over there being perfect, getting the roses. I bet that you don't even care if my body drifts ashore. But if you ask me, I'm pretty sure that I'll come running. Though I should say, no, 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 no. Here in the ocean, nobody can hear you screaming. And if I knew better, I would never need the rush. If I just think twice, I never would have had this feeling. I should have said, no, 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 no. I've never choose to let this slip, but I'm here somewhere in the ocean. Still wrapped around your fingertip, just like beating around the bush. I'm half the man I used to be after being dumped in the ocean. I bet that you don't even care if my body drifts ashore. Here in the ocean, nobody can hear you screaming. And if I knew better, I would never need the rush. And if I just think twice, I never would have had this feeling. I should have said, no, 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 no. But if you asking me, I'm pretty sure that I'll come running. Though I should say, no, 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 no. Here in the ocean, nobody can hear you scream.
right, so I have gone back and forth on whether if I want to just share everything here or just be kind of vague, but I know a lot of you get vulnerable with me in the comments, and so I really do think that I do want to share. So I'm going to let you know exactly what I know so far. So a little bit of a backstory. Since I was 10 years old, I have struggled with PCOS and endometriosis and chronic ovarian cysts. I have been in pain pretty much my entire life. I was told at the age of 12 that I would not be able to have kids. I was put on birth control at the age of 10 to try to control them. And when I got a little bit older, I guess when more of, I don't know, the hormones and stuff were kicking in, I had to have numerous surgeries to get cysts removed. And at one point, I was scheduled to go in for a partial hysterectomy because one of the cysts had completely wrapped around my ovary and I was bleeding from the inside. I know this might be a little graphic. Maybe I should have put a warning. I'm sorry. If it is, go ahead and click off now because it might get a little bit worse. And so that's just been me. Like I've had chronic pain my entire life. I'm not on any kind of pain medication for it. When I have a flare-up, I grab some ibuprofen, some Tylenol, and a heating pad, and I just chill until I'm a little bit better, and then I move on with my life. Well, I met an amazing doctor, and when I was, I want to say 15, yes, and he was the one that ultimately ended up saving the ovary that they were supposed to remove in the partial hysterectomy. And he told me I was always going to have issues with it, but whenever I was ready to come back, and he would do a hysterectomy on me because that's the only way that I would ever be pain-free. So fast forward a little bit of time, I had Emma, and then 9 years later, I had Ella. And shortly after I had Ella, I noticed I had a lump, a very small, I wouldn't call it a lump, maybe a bump. I don't know. Maybe I'm downplaying it. A small little bump right on my pelvis area, right above my ovary, sticking out through my skin. It wasn't too noticeable, and I noticed that it only really kind of showed up whenever I was up, moving around, doing things. But as long as I was chilling, sitting down, then it was fine. It was like it wasn't even there. So this was during 2020. I was probably about 6 months postpartum, maybe a little bit more. And the world was going nuts, and I was scared to even walk outside at that point. And so I just kind of put it on the back burner. And I was like, it doesn't hurt. I'm having the same pains I've had my entire life. Maybe it'll go away on its own. Long story short, it never went away. And not only did it never go away, but it grew and it grew and it grew. And we're talking in about 3 years of this thing being there. And on the 4th of July of this year, I was trying to get up and making like my fun stuff for the kids and like the little American flag I showed you guys that I made with the blueberries, strawberries, and pretzels, and just doing my mom thing. And a sharp pain hit me, which is normal for me, but this one brought me to my knees, and I really thought I was going to end up having to go to the emergency room. But as usual, I took my Tylenol, took my Motrin, grabbed a heating pad, and I just stayed there and hung out until I was feeling a little better. Well, at that point, my husband was like, enough of this. You need to go to the doctor now. So I went to the doctor, and he was a little concerned. The small bump of what it started is now what they are calling a bulge. It is a huge mass that is sticking on my left pelvis area, still right above the ovary, and it's kind of creeping its way over, and I am in so much pain. Same as before, it only pops up whenever I'm up, moving around and doing things. If I have been sleeping or resting, it's like you can't even tell that it's there, but when it does pop up now, it is huge, and it brings me so much pain. Like, the pain is unreal. And so I The doctor wants to do all these tests, and so I'm trying to get something worked out with my insurance company. We go through private insurance, and healthcare in America is ridiculous. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm sorry if you disagree, but it is. We pay so much money per month for insurance, and then when it comes time that I actually need to use it, they want like thousands and thousands of dollars more. But first thing we're going to do is we need to get a CT scan. He wants to go ahead and get a full abdominal CT scan, which I've never had one of those before. I'm a tad concerned of what they're going to find when they do that, but that's going to be the first test that they want to do. And I'm in the midst of trying to work everything out with my insurance to go ahead and do that. And then once we do the CT scan, we are going to go from there. So that is the update. As of right now, the reason why I haven't been able to get videos out is because it is really hard for me to do anything. Y'all can't see because of the magic of editing, but I can only, like, if I'm sitting here folding laundry, I'm good. I'm cool because I'm sitting down. But if I'm like up doing the dishes, like the other day I got up to do the dishes and I was standing at the counter for, maybe 30 minutes doing dishes, and I got extremely hot and dizzy and felt like I was going to faint and throw up all at the same time. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's really hard for me to get up and do things, which ultimately makes it hard to film cleaning videos. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. So yeah, that's where we are. But I still have to do stuff around here, right? Like I still have to get all of this done. And so if you take anything away from this, number one, if you notice anything strange on your body, do not wait. Go. Do not be like me. Go to the doctor. And number two, if you have any kind of struggles, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever's going on with you, or maybe you have a family member, just like I said, give yourself grace for the rest of it. Do what you can. Give yourself grace for the rest of it. I know that I have been super frustrated lately because I'm not able to do all the things that I'm supposed to do. I put that in quotes, but all the things that I need to do. And it is 100% my fault. I should not have let this thing grow for 3 years and get to this point. But this is where we're at now. And so if you pray, I would appreciate all the prayers, appreciate all the good vibes, all the love. I know a lot of you told me that you are praying for me just from that little vague thing I put out there. And I just appreciate that more than you guys know. So I will continue to keep you updated. Hopefully we can get all this worked out with the insurance company so I'm not going broke trying to heal. And yeah, I will keep you updated. And that's going to be it for today's video, y'all. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. I hope you got a ton of motivation, inspiration, and encouragement from today's video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and drop me a comment if you'd like so we can chat and hang out. And I will see you in the next one. Have a blessed day.